Hey everybody, hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. I do have to admit I'm a little bit depressed because Sean Penn is upset with me.
That at this point, it seems criminal to me, actually. I really feel that, that if someone chooses not to be vaccinated, that they should choose to stay home, not go to work, not have a job. These are, as long as we're all paying for these streets, we got to ride safely on them.
When are we going to finally wise up and listen to Hollywood? They're clearly our betters and they know what's good for us. If you won't accept the hit over your head, cram down your throat messaging in the movies, well then I'm afraid you're just going to have to deal with the hit over your head, cram down your throat messaging in their interviews. That's right, if the message doesn't work, message harder. Penn's a model of mental stability, isn't he? He actually believes this stuff. He even had a lockdown wedding.
Sean Penn had a lockdown wedding over a Zoom call. Unfortunately, just a year later, they were signing divorce papers.
Let me get this straight. The dude who married Madonna is going to lecture us about public health.
Hey, bud, let's party.
Spicoli needs to shut up. Sean Penn was buds with Hugo Chavez, El Chapo, and now Zelensky. Let history be your guide on this. He's got a thing for tyrants. Probably because he wants to be one. I wish Zelensky had shown his true colors when Penn gave him that Oscar. Just to have it backfire in Penn's face. Oh, Sean, thank you so much for giving me this. It is such an honor. But am I mistaken? Didn't you win 2 Oscars? So where's the other one, Sean?
New Year, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Kwanza, happy Hanukkah.
Yeah, and a happy Kwanza to you. I'm gonna miss her Botoxian Green Goblin face.
Happy Kwanza to all. You need to pass the bill before you can find out what's in it.
So about 10 months ago, Whoopi said that the Holocaust wasn't about race.
Because the Holocaust isn't about race.
No.
No, it's not about race.
What is it about?
That caused anger and she kind of apologized. And then she went on Colbert to massage the situation, but then she repeated the same thing. And then 10 months later, she said the same thing.
It wasn't about race. It wasn't about race.
The reporter told Goldberg that the Nazis measured heads and noses of Jews to prove they were a distinct race.
But it doesn't change the fact that you couldn't tell a Jew on the street. You could find me, you couldn't find them.
Couldn't find them on the street? Yeah, But Whoopi, the Nazis definitely did find the Jews on the street. Few takeaways on this. 1. A person who thinks and sounds like Cookie Monster should not talk seriously about the Holocaust. 2. When Whoopi's recent interviewer said that Nazis did think of Jews as a race, Whoopi responded that we shouldn't take Nazis at their word. Ironically, it turns out that we can't take Whoopi at her word, because now we know for sure that she's absolutely not sorry. 3. Why would Whoopi be so interested in unracializing Jews? Well, it's very important these days to the CRT types to make these distinctions. Skin color has to be the end-all be-all. Jews have to be white, and all whites either have to be supremacists themselves or they enjoy all the privileges of supremacy. Therefore, Jews must not be allowed to be victims of white supremacy. According to Cookie Monster over here, it's just a skirmish among the white folks.
But these are 2 white groups of people.
Quick word, everybody.
Need help. Speaking English?
See the subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner? I need you to click on that, like right now. Like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell.
I give my thanks to the men and women across our nation who shape America's greatness, especially those in our armed services who are keeping our country safe.
Today I'm thinking especially of the brave service members and Kentuckians in uniform who are spending the holiday away from home.
Mitch, I don't think you're thinking much about the service members and Kentuckians in uniform who are spending the holidays away from home. I think you're thinking about all the Christmas goodies you're getting in Ukraine. That's what I think you're thinking about, Mitch. I'm sure Romney and McConnell do think about the military, but more in the where can I send them next in a never-ending war so I can get richer kind of way.
Growing up, Kwanzaa was always a special time. We came together with generations of friends and family and neighbors. There were never enough chairs, so my sister and I and the other children would often sit on the floor, and together we lit the candles of the Kinara.
She lit the candles of the Kinara. Sure you did. And don't tell me you and your sister then discussed the border situation you're going to take care of someday, right? They got him. They got Trump's tax returns. It is all over. All kinds of criminality. Let's have a look-see.
You got nothing.
Oh, he lost money. For years. He engaged in illegal tax avoidance. Pretty much like everybody. It seems like the exact opposite of 10% for the big guy. In Trump's case, it was more like 10% from the big guy. All prominent liberals, please stop tweeting that you've been diagnosed with COVID and yet you want to convince us that you're still a winner in the debate.
I just received my 25th COVID diagnosis. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I'm still thankful I followed the science and got my vaccine and the necessary 15 follow-up booster shots.
Fauci is finally out of here.
Well, bye.
Talk about a guy who crashed on your couch and just wouldn't leave, huh? But he's leaving, thank goodness. The guy who tortured beagles to death and then graduated to humans is finally saying sayonara to public service. And I'm glad, because it's one less schizo tyrant for us to worry about. But there's a contingent of lemmings who will go on wearing masks for decades to come. They'll refuse to believe that Fauci emailed Obama's Secretary of Health to say that we didn't need a mask in 2020, that they're really not effective, when she asked him about it. And they'll also ignore the new Indian Fauci, Dr. Jha, who basically said the same thing.
There's no study in the world that shows that masks work that well.
Huh, so according to the New Yorker then, Dr. Jha must be some sort of white supremacist, because that's what refusing to wear a mask is all about. You can thank Fauci for enabling this kind of lunacy.
But wait! There's more!
More hypocrisy. The masks not only don't work, but we're putting billions of them in the ocean. Not a peep from Greta about that. So we have no more plastic bags, but plastic masks? Knock yourself out. Welcome to our restaurant, folks. Tonight our specials are masked Gulf Grouper, mashed Jumbo Crab, and masked Rainbow Trout in a light lemon butter. This is all just the tip of the iceberg. The mask thing, the lockdown thing, the lab leak cover-up thing because you funded it thing, the failure to warn about side effects thing, ignoring natural immunity thing, changing definitions of a vax thing. There's just too many things. Elon Musk said his pronouns are prosecute Fauci, which aren't pronouns, but I'll be happy to use them anyway. I don't think Fauci will ever be seriously prosecuted, but at the very least, I hope the Fauci files on Twitter at least wakes up some of the lemmings. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to pass around to anybody you think might like my content, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks.